Hi guys, Commerce with Mac here today to speak about how to pass your exams. Many students have this type of question like how to take good results within a short span of time. How do we get ready for our exams? What are the things we need to follow when we are scoring better in exams? I'm going to teach you the tips and tricks to score better in your exams. Please watch the entire video so you will always have an idea what are the ways and procedures you need to follow to score better in your exams. And this video is going to be completely helping you to make a good result for your exams. So let's start with the first one. You need to organize your study space. Having a physical study environment is very important. Whenever you go to your table, you should have few things like your study resources, textbooks, revision notes, and also the past papers you need to get ready for your papers. So if you do not have these resources, write those things in a paper and then start searching those resources and ensure those resources are on the table whenever you are getting ready for your exams. If your study space is not that organized, then when you come to your study table, you will not feel like studying, you will feel a bit boring, and that will not make yourself increasing your productivity. Then the second thing you need to have setting up timetable. I always say to my student that if you do not have a plan, you will always fail your exams. So timetable will always give you a focus, what chapters, how many hours we need to spend to study. So this will not reduce the level of time management in exams. Time management is very important. So you need to know, like, if it is an easy chapter, you should not spend more than 2 hours or 3 hours a day. If it is a hard chapter, then of course how many hours you need to spend, you can write it down, and based on that you can focus how many hours I have for my exam. So that time management will always have a chance to increase the level of results what you are expecting. Then the third thing is about using flowcharts and diagrams. Visualization image is always better when you are learning. So when you are studying certain important notes, make those notes as short terms, paste it in your wall. Whenever you wake up, you can have a cup of coffee and then you can read the things what you have pasted on your walls. That will go to your visualary image, and that will always bring out these ideas when you are writing in exam. So when you have these visual images and or diagrams in your mind, that will never be forgotten when you are writing the papers. That will always kick you out and pump you out the answers in the exams. So that will be very helpful to score better for your papers. And the fourth thing is practicing past papers. It's no point when you have learned the things but then not practice. Many students, what they do, they read the entire syllabus, they get ready for the exams by revising. They know that, "Okay, I have studied the entire results, now I'm ready for the papers." It's not a good way to go for the exams without knowing about your papers, because past papers is the only way you have the chance to read the mind of the examiner gives certain answers, so those answers are in the marking schemes. So whenever you practice a past paper, you will know how examiner might request answers from you. You need to understand how examiners are requesting the marks from you and also the answers from you, because by understanding the marking scheme you will be able to score better. And also the papers, like when you are learning the past papers, like for example, if you are learning from 2020 to 2015 past papers, you're going behind 2020, 19, 18, 17, you might understand that the examiner is asking the same thing in different ways, but then the technique you will get to understand when you're doing the same question again and again in different years but in a different way. You will know how to answer the examiner whatever the ways they might give, only by practicing the past papers. So practicing past papers is the important part from all the 10 tips which I wanted to say you. Without past paper practices, you should not go to exams. At least you should score A, you should at least do 10 years of past papers, like 5 times at least. If you're going to score for B or C, you should at least do 10 years of past papers at least 3 to 2 times. Then we have the fifth thing, explain your answers to others. This is one of the important thing which I consider, like when you all are learning with your friends, you need to create a study circle and you should always explain the things what you have learned to your friends, so you will not forget the things what you have actually learned. So when you explain the things to your friends, that reminds you the answer, and the explanation always will remind you better than memorizing. So always remember, when you make a study circle, don't bring your friends who is much smarter and brighter than you, because those people will always have good valid answers than yours, or they will not listen to you when you explain. So you should always have a circle where who will be able to understand you and also who will give time to listen to you. And also the or some students who are a bit weak on the study area, you can help them when you have learned some particular topics. Number 6 is about taking regular breaks. It's very important. Why? Because it will increase the level of concentration on your exams. Like if you are taking 40 to 45 minutes a break, ensure that you need to take some fresh air and come back again, or maybe a cup of coffee without less sugar. It will increase the level of concentration you have towards your exam. Do not waste your time on your social medias, because exams is about preparing to papers and not wasting your time. And when you take breaks, don't take more than 5 to 10 minutes, because that is the time gap of breaks. And after every 45 minutes to 40 minutes, if you can take the break, then of course the level of concentration will always increase, and it will lead to good results. You can expect that results when you are learning, you'll feel like so focused on what you were doing all the time. Then the seventh part which we want to speak is about healthy food. This is one of the basic question which I always get from students, that they always ask, so what are the ways we can improve our nutritious food on like when you're getting ready for exams, and what type of diet plans we should follow when we are getting ready for the papers. Remember one particular thing, healthy food is very important to increase the level of memory power of your exams. So most probably when you're learning, always have like walnuts, nut items like almond, and that will increase the memory power, and that nutritious food actually will increase the focus what you have on your paper. So healthy food is very very important, like fish, and avoid soft drinks. This is one of the important thing you need to know. Avoid Pepsi, Coca-Cola, whatever the soft drinks, because that will increase the level of gas in your body, and then it will not make you concentration on your exam. So I will not prefer you to go with soft drinks. If you want to drink, make some juice like watermelon, pineapple, whatever the juice you like, but then fresh juice, guys. Don't use soft drinks. That will kill your timings when you are getting ready for your papers. And then eighth part is plan your exam day. Why planning your exam day is very important? Knowing the exam day is important to be focused on the exam. So some students doesn't know when is the exam, but they just study without a plan. When you know your exam day, you can plot down the days and focus on those particular days. And when you know the days, you will be so concentrated to get like, my exams are getting nearby, so I should not do things which is deviating away from my exam. So you should not engage in activities. When you have a plan for exam day, you will never engage in activities which will spoil your time. That's one of the good thing, you need to be concentrated. And the ninth part is drink plenty of water. If your body is dehydrated, when you have plenty of water, that will hydrate your body and also increase your focus on the particular topic. And whenever you have some sip of water, that will increase the concentration on your studies, and that will, without your knowledge, your focus and the way you are thinking, your thinking skills, your analytical skills will be functioning very faster when you have good water. Then the final thing which I want to speak about, motivation. Why did you start your exams? Why do you want to do the exam? There should be a purpose. So everyone has a purpose. You need to have a purpose. Like whenever you feel a bit drowsy, or you feel like you are a bit tired, I should now give up and go and just quit my thing, I can't study at all. You should always remember, why did I come this long, and why should I stop now? Some people have ambitions, goals. You might also have certain ambitions and goals. Some people think that I should make my parents satisfied, so I should take good results. Don't satisfy others, satisfy yourself. Have some motivation, have some goals, have some targets, have some ambitions. So when you focus on those particular things, you will never go wrong in exams. So these 10 tips, if you follow from 1 to 10, again, if you do not understand, whenever your exams are nearby, just watch the entire video. This will help you. And if this video is completely helping you now, or if you feel it very useful, please subscribe the channel, and thank you for watching the entire video. Please do not forget to comment whatever you feel about this video. Have a nice day.